these from Kawaii Baby. Right here is the label, Kawaii Baby. I was given some of these, and the ones I was given were actually so old and worn out that they didn't work anymore because the waterproofing had cracked. But they were old, and I got them for free given to me because they knew they were wore out. So anyway, this is a cheap brand, and I thought, oh, they're not going to be worth it, but I love these diapers. These are my favorite diapers. This is what I would recommend if you were going for, you're on a budget and you want them to work good and last. This is what I would buy. So I have 3 different kinds. This is the Goodnight Heavy Wetter. I have notes over here with the prices. I guess I didn't look up the price for this, but I think it's like $7 or $8. So this has the same snaps that adjust, so you can make it tighter around the legs if you want to. It does also have this. You can overlap this snap right here. I don't know, I guess you could go even further if you wanted to, but I can't imagine that would ever work. But you can overlap it here. This has, instead of a single layer of waterproofing, it's like 3 layers fused together, so it's not likely to crack. It has a fleece liner, has a waterproof piece here. The elastic is good. The only downside to this I found is the legs do not adjust very tightly. This is a bigger diaper, and I can't get a tight fit on the legs even with it snapped on the smallest rise. So really it's only good for toddlers, and I've found most of mine, they tend to have their heaviest wetting stage around like 4 to 6 months old, when they're still on a completely liquid diet. Once they start eating solid foods, they don't tend to pee as much. So that's really the peak, like around 6 months is about the peak where they're taking in the most nutrients, and it's all liquid. So by the time they're a toddler, I don't really need a heavy wetting diaper. So I guess I wouldn't really recommend this one unless you're in a certain situation where you have a toddler that's leaking through everything. And this one is the Heavy Duty HD2, also from Kawaii Baby. So these ones are $7.25 on the website. They also have a deal where if you buy 24 of them, you can get them for $110. So that's only $4.58 a piece. So that is an awesome deal. You may not need that many, but for that price, I mean, you could buy 24, and just with your savings alone, you could even resell some if you didn't want them all. So this one, again, has the adjustable snaps. It has good leg elastic. This is called a suede or micro suede liner. It isn't really suede, it's like a polyester. It feels like those really cheap kids' pajamas. And then it has a single layer of waterproofing. It has a tab in the back to kind of keep what you stuff in there from falling out. It has a waterproof layer here. And then the best thing about this is it is Velcro, which I much prefer Velcro because you can get an awesome adjustable fit. You don't have to worry about exactly where the snaps fall. You can just put it on, it's on. And then you can overlap this. And you can overlap it really far if you want to. So you can get a nice tight waist. Love that feature, but the best thing is these tabs actually stick. Like other diapers have these laundry tabs and they don't stick. So these ones, like if you shake this diaper around, they even end up sticking on their own. So if you stick these on, or if they stick on their own, they're not going to stick to everything in your laundry. So you're not going to pull out 45 diapers all stuck together. And also, you're not going to ruin your Velcro because it's not going to collect dryer lint and everything else. So the tabs alone make this diaper pretty awesome. And then the way that it overlaps, this isn't a separate piece that's sticking out that's going to adjust and rub up on the belly. It doesn't have any sharp edges that are going to rub on the baby's belly if they curl up and their belly is pressing against it. So this is my all-time favorite diaper. I would highly recommend this for everyday use. It's not my top choice for overnight for sure, but at nap time, if you stuff it extra well, it can work through a long nap. Definitely love that one. This is my last Kawaii baby. This is called the Happy Leak-Free Diaper Cover. So you'll see it's not a pocket diaper. It doesn't have the liner that you stuff anything in. With this, you just lay something in it and you tuck it under this front pocket. And so this keeps it from leaking up on their belly. This one has great legs, has the snap adjustment. It is Velcro, and it does have laundry tabs that work fairly well, but it does have these different style of Velcro where they sometimes can rub a little bit. The edge can rub a little bit on the baby's belly, so that's not the best. But they are still sticky. I mean, both of these have been through 3 kids, and they are sticky. Like on my other Velcros I've ever tried, they would never ever stick that good, and then they start coming off. So it's great when you open up a kid's pajamas and their diaper is unhooked inside of it. So I would do these. And this one is what I would use at night. These do not leak unless the thing inside of it is completely saturated and there's nowhere left for the pee to go. These are covers generally don't leak, so that's why I have these is for nighttime. You could use these all day if you wanted to. Actually, they're on sale right now on their website for $1.90 a piece. So you could really make up a whole stash just of these. You don't have the added convenience like you do with the pocket diaper, where you can have them all stuffed and ready to go in a stack. You can stuff these ahead of time, but the stuff is gonna kind of fall out, and these aren't as easy to use like for a spouse or a grandma or daycare. The pocket diaper, they can pretty much just, you know, put it on just like you'd put on a disposable, and they don't even have to think about it. The covers take a little bit more finesse, I guess, to use right. So, but if it's going to be mainly like one person, or if you're both really, you know, committed to using them, or if you're on a really tight budget, I mean, $1.90 a piece, that's awesome. So I would recommend these for overnight and these for during the day if I could pick any of these diapers.